Welcome to the Fantasy Cycling Podcast, featuring your hosts, Grant Gardner and John Anderson. Chapeau, you're in the mix.
You're listening to the Fantasy Cycling Podcast. I'm John. I'm here with my friend Grant. After our traveling, Grant has returned to U.S. soil.
From the Far East.
Welcome back, dude.
Thank you.
You want to share with the listeners where you've been? Why you've been skirting your duties?
I was scouting the tour of Taihu Lake for this fall.
Yeah. What was it like?
It was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah.
Food was great. People were awesome. I think they're ahead of us on technology and convenience and all that kind of stuff.
Ooh, we got it. I wasn't expecting to take.
Yeah.
We got to take.
Yeah. No, it was pretty cool.
Food was delicious.
Yes. Interesting. Not all of our common American Chinese fare, but all good.
Yeah, that's great. What an opportunity. Welcome home. There's been some bike racing going on. Were you able to catch any of it while you were over there? You did.
A little bit of the tour down under. It is weird being like on the same time zone, because normally it's like early morning kind of thing for us, or it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, this is actually like live right now.
Was it quite nice for it to be in that time slot? Yeah, I bet. Well, I think today we can cover and catch up on what's been happening at UAE. I did remember to pick a team. Did you pick a team for UAE?
Of course.
Grant, first we got to talk about UAE team rider Mark Soler, a show favorite.
Show favorite, yes.
I can't believe this has happened, but the UCI has stripped him of his Volta and Andalucía victory.
Wow.
Stripped him of it.
Of his GC victory.
Yeah.
That's a travesty.
This will not stand. We need to get like a .gov petition. Let our boy cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won on stage 1 and then stage 2 was canceled due to the high winds. I think people were literally like getting blown off their bikes. Did you see the scenes?
I haven't seen any clips, but it gets pretty windy out there.
I saw some clips, man. Like people were like blown off the road into the bushes. Crazy.
Brutal.
Yeah. So Mark, we just wanted to say we're sorry and we disagree with this decision. It's a travesty.
Yeah. Those are valuable UCI points. You could have earned for your team.
But you know what? Flags fly forever. You'll always have that nice trophy and the memories.
You think they're going to come to his house and take away the GC trophy? They better not.
Who knows? He wouldn't.
Come and take
it from from these hands. I'd like to see them try, dude.
Yeah.
I would not want to mess with Mark. I bet he's scrappy. Look at you can just see it in his eyes. Dude can scrap. I bet he's probably a dirty fighter.
Probably a swashbuckler,
and we love him for it. Oh gosh, but yeah. So we've gone from our favorite UAE rider being disgraced, and having his title stripped of the season's most important 2-stage race, to the events actually in UAE. You've been keeping a tab on it. Tell me who you got on your team, dog. Who you got?
Yeah. So no Poggy this year.
Rude.
Yeah. Not going over there to kiss the ring from his team owners. Disappointing. So I picked Remco Evenepoel, Isaac Del Toro. Those should be our GC protagonists. Jonathan Milan for the sprints, Josh Tarling, Erlen Bleekra for Uno X sprinter.
You love Uno X.
Yeah, you always got to have one of those on your team.
You don't actually, but you do. It's not a rule.
Afonso Eulalio. I've seen some good results from him. Don't know how to say his name, but Portuguese rider.
Yeah.
Dan Howell used to ride for Trek. Now he's riding for Decathlon. He's a sneaky time trialist. Stefan, we're just going to say Descoutenier. I don't know how to say his name. For Lotto Intermarché, and then Matisse Rondel for Tudor.
Ooh.
So a few wild cards in there just to mix it up.
Mm-hmm. I've got Remco, Del Toro, Tarling, Ethan Vernon. You know, Ethan Vernon had a good little outing in the Tour Down Under.
Yes.
So scooped him up, just trying to ride the wave there. How do you say this guy's name? Alfonso Eulalio.
I don't know. Yeah.
Higuita. I always regret whenever I take him. I don't know why I did. I'm still knocking off the dust.
Sounds good on paper. And
yeah, I mean, he DNF'd in this race last year too. It was like maybe I was rushed. I don't know. You know, not many people took him, but Plapp is kind of a dog in this race, so I scooped him up.
Yeah, he does well.
He does well in it, man. And no one else. I mean, he got 197 fantasy points in 2023. That wasn't that long ago. He likes the heat.
He's a bit of a watt monster. He just these long sustained climbs in the UAE.
Yeah, so that's paying off for me nicely. He's actually kind of a value pick nowadays at 600 if you get him in the right race. Artem Schmidt, a sneaky little pick. Went with the
US. He's the US national time trial champion.
Exactly, and in the youth category. So that is my old tried and true. Look for a good time trialist that also is a youth category rider and is cheap, and snag him. So of course my guy got me 14 points on stage 2, sir. Thank you. And then William Junior Leclerc. I don't know. I think he snagged a few points in 2025. This guy, he's also a young lad.
Does he still ride for Quick Step?
Yeah, Quick Step guy. 4.8% of users took him. I can't remember my thinking, but it's turning out pretty good for me, man. I'm 400. I'm in the top 500. I think. Yeah, I'm top 500 worldwide, and then in the United States, I'm top 5.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm 892, so not terrible.
Did you see, what did you think about Del Toro's sprint win in stage 1?
I mean, good to go ahead and get a stage win just in case. Pretty bold move.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I watched the highlight. I didn't realize that Milan crashed.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have made a difference though. Do you think you could have caught up?
Yeah, it was like kind of like that uphill finish. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that Del Toro pick. I mean, he did that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Be interesting. Were the sprint teams caught by surprise that he went so early, or was he just stronger on the uphill than they were?
I think it was a bit of both. I'd weight it like 70% surprise.
Yeah.
The audacity of it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it when stuff like that happens. I mean, he looks strong. I'm really interested to see what the rest of the season looks like for him. They've got a real talent on their hands. How will they manage him?
Yeah.
How will they use him?
Cool that he gets to do this race without Pogačar.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. It seems like a smart move from the team. And then we had the time trial today. Remco smoked it. I mean, he beat the other. I mean, he's like 20 something seconds ahead of the next fastest person or something like that.
Yeah. So
What did I say to you? He was pushing a 46-2. What was his 64?
No, like 62.
64, 62, 2 chain ring.
It's insane.
God.
Dinner plate. He beat Tarling by about 5 seconds today, and then on GC, he's ahead of Tarling by 6 seconds. But the next legitimate GC contender in Taberi probably is like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it seemed like there was that gap of like outside of the podium, the also rans. I mean, you had a theory as to why Del Toro didn't do so hot in this time trial.
So he had to go last as the GC leader, and apparently the wind was better at the beginning of the race compared to when he had to go. So he was dealing with more of a headwind. I think he still would have lost to Remco regardless, but it definitely hurt his GC gap.
Yeah. Another show, old Ethan Hayter.
Oof,
raising his head. What do you make of that? Good for him. Is he on a new team this year?
No,
he was there last year.
He's been on Quick Step for a bit, yeah.
That's a good ride from Dan Huel too.
Oh, so it's pretty funny. So Kes Bowl was second yesterday to Del Toro, and we kind of like to roast him too. Like he's one of those, like every time they'll be in the bunch, they'll be like, they go through all the sprinters and they mention Kes Bowl, and then it's like he finishes like 20th.
It's a shame, but he's got to be getting up in age too.
Yeah, he's
he?
30. I don't know. Maybe decathlon, some new life for him. I don't know.
Could be. What else was a current event that I wanted to talk to you about? Oh, did you see he's legit one of my favorite riders, and somebody I was expecting great things of.
Yeah, he was supposed to be racing.
Well, I'm just going to talk about Maxime Van Giel.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, he crashes in an interaction with Jan
Christen.
Yep. And goes down. Jan Christen got kicked out of the race, disqualified for it. And I'm the hugest Maxime Van Giel's simp. Yeah. And messaged you immediately and was like, look what Jan Christen did to my boy. This is messed up.
Yeah.
But, I went back and looked at it today, and several people have gotten online and delivered this take, and I agree with it. He is coming over to take the draft. He's coming over to get the draft on the right. Who was the rider in front? Was it Pidcock? No.
I can't remember. Let's not speculate.
Yeah, there's other places you can go to, and you know who they are. They can break it down. But as much as I love Maxime Van Giel's, I think that this is like I don't want to comment too much on the ruling because they may not have had much choice. It might be a poorly worded rule, and it just comes down to the vibe of it. The crash was brutal. I think Van Giel broke his pelvic.
Fractured his pelvis, so he'll be out indefinitely.
Yeah, so it looks really bad, but when you see it and when you pay careful attention to what's occurred, I mean, Jan Christen always has the advantage and has at least a half a bike length on Maxime Van Giel, and is coming over to take that draft. I think you do bear some responsibility. You can't just. It wasn't like he elbowed him into the barrier, which would be obviously.
Yeah, it wasn't like Mark Cavendish or anything.
No, and I've seen people. Yeah. And you see riders operate even in tighter spaces. It looks like his wheel clips one of the feet of the barriers just ever so slightly. I've seen some people speculate online that maybe his wheel was already damaged. But I've seen a lot worse out of people than what Jan Christen did there. It wasn't like he threw a shoulder into him, put him into the barrier. So kind of sucks, but these things happen.
Yeah. Also, I mean, unfortunately, Maxime Van Gils was going to be racing this week. We were going to see him in a stage race.
I had him on my draft for what was he going to be racing in?
I think he was going to be at Andalucía.
Yes. Did you pick a team for that, Grant? That's a good transition.
And
look at us nailing these transitions here.
He was originally on my team.
Same.
But I had to drop him.
Tell folks about what this, I mean, what is it? 5 stages? Yeah.
5 stages in Spain. Pretty hilly stage race here. It'll be downhill to the line on stage 1, and then a couple more sprint / hilly kind of days, and then the final stage should be a breakaway GC kind of day. So not a lot of opportunity for the sprinters. It's going to have to be a slimy, sprinty boy that is going to compete in this, but should be mostly GC.
Your winner last year was Pavel Sivakov. Best team and the rider that scored the most points was the aforementioned Maxime Van Gils.
Pour one out.
Yeah. So shame that he's not going to be there. Other notable performances in last year's edition were from Pidcock. Got 3rd in GC, got actually 2nd in the general sprint ranking on this race. So to your point there on the parkour, Grant, this is a race where you can see weird things like that. It's not like necessarily someone you want to go sprint heavy on your picks, or you may even choose not to pick one at all. I think the best possible team from last year didn't have a. Is this guy a sprinter? Clement Berthet?
Yeah, no, he's like a rouleur.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think the best riders on this race didn't have a sprinter on it. Mark Soler scored 71 points in this last year.
Yeah, and going into our picks for this year, I think someone, the kind of the archetype that does well in this type of race would be Luis Olar. I think he's from Venezuela, rides for Movistar. He did well at the Giro last year on some kind of hilly sprint days, and he's somebody that if you look in the app at his skill base, he's got high ranking in flat and hill stages. So I got my eye out for him. Obviously, Tom Pidcock for GC and stage wins. Tim Wellens did well last year. Jan Christen. And we'll see if he gets suspended or something like that. Hopefully he starts. We'll see. And then another interesting name here. This is a transfer to UAE this year. Benoit Cosnefroy.
Yeah. Only 200 credits.
Yeah, only 200 credits. I don't know if I like him in UAE colors, but
Did he transfer from decathlon or?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he'd spent his whole.
Whoa, did I get that right?
Yeah.
Dang, look at me.
He'd spent his whole career at AG2R.
Yeah.
/ decathlon.
Well, a lot of people like him. Almost 50% of users have got him on their team.
And then the one sprinter that I'm picking is Milan Fretin. He's had a great season. He had a good season last season. He's already had a good start to this season. He was 2nd at the Classica de Almeria a few days ago. Ivan Romeo for Movistar, Roman Gregoire, and then Jan Izaguirre, who just finished top 5 at the Fogueira Champions Classic in Portugal.
Cool.
Who you got?
I also have Pidcock. I also have, did you say you had Tim Wellens?
Yep.
Yeah, I also have him. I have Soren Warrenskold from Uno X.
He's a big dude, but he can sprint and and like he can do
versatile
well on hilly stages too.
Yeah. I have Bastien Tranchant, who hasn't really had much to show for this season. I think he raced in the Clásica de Almería and DNF'd. So maybe he can get a little bit of that bad taste out of his mouth.
Yeah. He had a good season last season.
He did. Cepeda on Movie Star. I actually really hate that pick. I need to change that.
Active revision happening.
Yeah. Also was at the Murcia race, but got a top 20 in the one stage that occurred. Quentin Hermans, because I just feel like he is always good for a stealthy little performance in a random place in the season.
He goes well on the hilly stuff too.
Axel Zongel.
I'd be interested to see how he does. I think he's good for this parkour, but kind of disappointed last season after his transfer to Visma.
Yeah. I'm wondering with all of like the weirdness going on with Visma, like the abrupt retirement, the injuries.
Yeah.
A little bit of instability shown and staffing changes. I'm wondering if he can get right and seize an opportunity on this.
Yeah.
Might have a little bit more freedom. This will be his first race also for this season. So rolling the dice again with him. Wright said Fred Wright because he's a dog.
Yeah, hard not to pick him.
What do you think? Was he the guy rolling that prototype bike last year? Was it him? You don't remember?
I don't know.
Had like the crazy fork on the front. And now Factor just came out with a bike with that same sort of fork model. And then Romain Gregoire. This is also his first race of the season. So I'm picking a lot of dudes that haven't rode yet.
It's hard. It's hard not to this time of the year.
Yeah, it's early, but still. So let's see what happens.
Yep.
The last one we've got to talk about is Volta Algarve. Also a 5-stage race. Stage 1, somewhat lumpy with a flat finish. Stage 2 has a mountaintop finish at the end.
Yeah, I think that's the
time
same
trial.
I think that's the same stage last year on stage 2 that Almeida and Jan Christen were like teammates battling each other for the stage win.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's a good finish.
What do you think about these last 2 stages? Stage is kind of flat, I guess. Got a little bit of climbing in the middle, Cat 3.
Yeah, it could be the breakaway would have a chance maybe on that flat finish with the hills in the middle. And then there's the time trial too that you mentioned on stage 3. So be interesting. And
I like my team for this.
Honestly, this start list is stacked.
For real.
So Almeida is kind of the headliner, but Juan Ayuso is here for his first season with Trek.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to watch this.
Yeah, Jasper Philipsen, Florian Lipovitz, Kevin Vauquelin, who's on Ineos now. Oscar Onley will be his teammate as well. Brandon McNulty, Caden Groves, who does great in Spain. He did really well at the Volta last couple of years. Arnaud Delis, Timon Ahrensman, Paul Menier, Matthew Riccatello. Yeah, I mean, this
stacked.
There's a dozen other names I could mention.
It's like a little mini Tour de France. This
is the fourth, Grand Tour, the Volta Algarve.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have this going on, and Andalucía and UAE wrapping up, all going on at the same time in the next few days. Because both of these races start in the next 24 hours, 12 hours.
Yeah.
And UAE, we've still got 3 stages left.
Yep.
So
or maybe more than that. It might be an 8-stage race.
A lot of racing going on to watch. Yeah. Did you? I'll tell you who I picked. But this is going to be a fun race to watch for sure. I have Almeida. I have Riccatello. It's going to be a big year for Riccatello, dude.
Yep.
Watch what happens. Morgado. Might regret that. And your boy that you put me on to, Tim Torn Teutenberg.
Oh, yeah.
And Lipowitz. He's got a lot to prove. He's going to be motivated. And Arne Merritt, also on Red Bull. Oscar Onley, also a lot to prove. Matteo Moschetti for the sprints.
Yep.
He's cheap, only 200 credits. I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a sprinter in this race. And everybody's favorite, the G.
Paul.
Sexy Paul.
Paul Seychelles.
He's also going to have a big season this year.
Yeah. I hope so.
Look at him, dude. Look at this guy's picture.
19 years old.
He's going to be a superstar.
Yes. Yeah, an interesting point on Lipovitz. This will be one of his few opportunities where he's not competing with Remco.
Yeah, so exactly. Yeah,
he's got
to make hay
while the sun shines.
Yeah.
I got a pretty similar lineup here, but João Almeida, Juan Ayuso, Kevin Vauquelin, Matthew Riccatello, Antonio Morgado, Paul Seychelles, Matteo Moschetti, Arne Merritt, and then I have Jakob Sodervisk.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's also on Trek, and it'll be between him and Teutenberg, of who kind of gets priority on maybe some of these like breakaways or kind of.
Did you say you had Teutenberg on your team too?
No,
you chose that guy instead.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fun.
Yeah,
we'll have rival Treks.
Yes. And he does a pretty good time trial too, Jakob. So see if that comes through.
All right. Yeah. If you're new to playing this game, pay attention to those that will qualify for the youth classification, but also can do a really good time trial. It's a sneaky way in these 5-day stage races to get some important points. You're not gonna see the massive accumulation of points like you do in a Grand Tour.
Yeah.
From these big brand names. So it can really make or break your team. And then I like value. I like value sprinters for a 5-day.
Yeah.
A 5-day stage race. Of course, it depends on the one and the parkour, but for these two, I like a value sprinter.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to. You're going to waste a lot of credits if you pick a sprinter and the opportunity doesn't come through. So
yeah. And all the little climby boys, this is where they want to measure themselves up against their peers. So they're motivated usually. And they'll take more risks over the course of 5 days. There's a lot less, not like a safety risk, but I think they'll be more want to throw themselves into the red. They're not trying to conserve over the long, 21-day
they're
program.
They're just getting their racing legs. So
yeah, the coach may even say, "Let's see what you got today," and they'll just go out and do it.
Yeah.
So cool. I remember this point in last season where it was like sensory overload. I feel like I haven't been able to set into a rhythm in terms of watching. UAE is really the first time I felt like, oh, I'm locked. I'm clued in here.
Yeah.
And then just as I'm finding some rhythm, a cadence, if you will.
Yes.
On my viewing habits, they're going to go ahead and throw 2 more races into the mix, so it's going to cause chaos for me. But it's good to catch up with you.
Yeah, I don't really wake up until en loop weekend, so we got a couple more weeks.
Well, welcome back to the States. Any more voyages for you?
There's a few penciled in.
Okay.
I might try to mix in some cycling spectating into some future opportunities.
Sir, can we get a live from?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening. You can follow us on X and on Instagram under the handle Listen to FCP. Each year we do. Are we going to do a what do you call it?
I sent an email. I haven't heard back yet, but I hope it just like auto restarts for the league.
Re-ups us on the league.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know once we've picked those races. It was a lot of fun to do that last year. Yeah. Talk to you next time.
See ya.